You would be just being unrealistic if you wanted to say that being a child of an alcoholic or drug addict has not affected your children in a negative way. I would never say that. I would look insane.
It's not your fault, Daddy.
I totally feel like my daughter has taken on the parenting position.
I'm gonna help you.
And I feel guilty about that.
What's your relationship with the children now, since they know this is happening?
Actually, my relationship with the children is always been fabulous. As a matter of fact, there was, well, I don't want to go, there was a school report that actually said that the only person that Isabella trusts completely is her father. So I don't think I've done too poor of a job, and my children do very well, and they're all taken care of. But the parenting thing, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but, you know, I don't want to come on an internationally successful show and say anything bad about a woman I love. The fact that she's leaving and I can't get her back is one thing. Then after that, if you really did love her, then all you can really want is the best for her.
She is helping you with this other woman.
Well, that's a bit bizarre, even for me. You know, to have your wife of 17 years pretty much handpick your girlfriend.
Let me ask you, do you...
But I move in a big rush. I wish I had worn a t-shirt, but I just crashed my motorcycle and this arm's pretty ugly. But Amy and I were dating, I think 3 days when she asked me to marry her, and 4 days when I had her name tattooed right here. And then 5 days when we broke up. So, you know, it's, I just like to do stuff in a hurry.
All right, I'm confused. No, I'm serious,
Hey,
and I'll tell you why I'm confused.
You're just listening. I live it and I'm confused.
I'm confused because, and I always wonder if, because you can say whatever you want to whoever you want, and everybody can form their own opinions. I have mine. I think there is Danny Bonaducci, the personality, and, you know, being wild, crazy, bizarre, sells tickets.
Right.
And then there's Danny Bonaducci that I know and have had some very candid conversations with from time to time over the years, that is the person you say was born to be a husband. People look at some of the things you do and say that you got a strange way of filling that mission. But, I mean, are those things blurred?
Oh.
I mean, since you've been here, you know, you've cracked 5 or 6 jokes, you know, you're a master of timing and playing the audience, but that's not really who you are.
Well, first of all, to be frank with you, I've cracked no jokes. People have just laughed. I don't think I've said anything.
No, come on.
No.
When you say, okay, we met one day, got tattooed the 4th day, broke up the 5th day, that's a line delivered to get an effect, right?
No, it's a tattoo on my right shoulder, Doc.
Yeah. All right. Does it seem inconsistent to you to really want to heal this situation with Gretchen and be tattooing another girl's name on your shoulder? That just seems, because it's still, at this point, you aren't divorced.
Right.
You don't know what's going to happen next. I may have some key strategies that could possibly inspire her to revisit this issue, not to come back because she has to or for the kids or out of a sense of duty. There may be ways to inspire a fresh perspective on her part.
Yeah, it's going to be her perspective on me from a distance. She's not coming, Doc.
My opinion, and I think you probably share this, is had you not married her, you probably would be dead now.
That's a distinct possibility.
I mean, I really think there have been times, because you've been very candid with your history, as has she, and there have been times when she has just been the absolute compass that kept you at least moving towards living,
right,
instead of overdosing or something.
She is the thing until my children came along that was the thing in my life worth living for. I've had terrible car crashes and motorcycle crashes, and so there's lots of ways I could have died, and I didn't. And then I met Gretchen, and I thought, out of all the world, this is a reason to live. There are people like this. You don't see many of them. If they're not in a crowd, you don't look around and see people like my wife.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.